And there's tons of nurses and doctors are in there kind of like helping her out. And one of them comes out bloodied and dying.
Yeah.
And
just faints to the floor.
yeah, the father
So
runs
obviously
in.
he's panicked.
He hears screaming. He runs in. He's going in. He's like, "What's happening to my baby?" Basically.
Yeah.
And
What's great is just like as you enter the room,
carnage.
it's pure carnage. Just bodies everywhere, like blood, just all around you, and there's no answers. You're just kind of like, I mean, that we're expecting some type of demon thing. But I didn't expect it to start so fast,
like right out of the womb.
Yeah. I didn't expect it to be a killer right out of the womb. Exactly.
Yeah, and it literally chews its own umbilical cord off.
Yeah, exactly. He's ready. He's ready to get the fuck out of there.
Yep. And he murders.
9 months was too long for this baby.
He murders, about a dozen nurses and doctors on his way out, and the mom's screaming. And what's really funny is the dad is in public relations. And the weird thing about Larry Cohen, we'll say this off the bat, is in both of these films, he kind of has a weird kind of like conspiracy element to him, where he's interested in the idea of kind of like how not only the horror of a mutant baby, but how the world would react to a mutant baby.
Yeah. And I think he even mentions something along the lines of pharmaceutical companies that possibly created this baby.
They even introduced the idea that like maybe the birth control pills that she was on previously before she tried having a baby,
a monster,
possibly were infecting people and made the baby. And I wasn't sure if he was trying to be like if he was trying to be like
big pharma thing
or I wasn't sure if he was trying to do that or if he was like pro-abortion or if he was being like babies should just all die or like
it was hard to say what his core view on the
classic
babies
exploitation where he just kind of like takes shit
to the extreme
and he just like throws it in there and he's just like
here's the idea, now think about it.
Well, it's the classic thing of taking the idea of ripping something from the headlines and being exploitative of it, and he takes the idea of that they talk about the fact that they thought about having an abortion, but they decided no, we were going to have it.
And then doesn't the cop or the doctor reply with like, "Oh, that was a big mistake" or something like that. Like it's amazing to me. Like he has most of the medical people and the policemen be completely cold. Like they're totally unempathetic to the family aspect of what's going on with them.
Yeah.
They're more just like, this baby is deadly, we need to kill it. They're not even thinking about the family.
Everyone accepts that this is a mutant baby really fucking fast.
Real quick. I said that too in my notes. I'm like, it's almost as if this has happened before. Yeah. Because they're just like, demon baby.
Well, let's maybe we'll mention that when we get to the end of the movie.
Yeah. Perhaps it was.
But his job as a public relations manager goes immediately into the toilet. The dad's, because
it would.
He has fathered a notorious demon killer baby. So
I mean, your reputation goes down the drain after that.
Yeah, everyone's like, no one really wants to deal with the mutant baby dude. And the baby is kind of just going around town killing people, just having a good time.
What I find interesting too is they don't just have, I guess, the medical people or the cops do it. The father at first is pretty much just hung go on killing the thing.
Yeah,
he doesn't really waste any time. There's not a part where he's like torn at first. That it happens, but he goes straight from like seeing everything and going, "That's not my baby. I'm killing this thing."
He has a personal. Well, yeah, and when he's getting fired from his job, he's saying like, who can never mind about the baby, like who gives a fuck? And they were like, everybody gives a fuck, your baby's fucking killing people.
There killing people. Just to say that, it's
like
hilarious.
He has an immediate disconnect from his baby. You're right, and
immediately.
It
can't possibly be mine. That's kind of, it's almost like a pride thing for him too. It's like it's not mine. Yeah, you know what I mean.
But then over the course of the movie, though, he gets like a personal vendetta against the baby.
Yeah,
where he starts to wrestle with the fact that not only is it his. What I found fascinating about this movie and ended up loving about this movie was that he accepts ownership and almost that it's like a part of him.
Okay.
Which is like this weird thing, and we'll get to
do you
that.
Think that that's where? Do you think that that's where almost he feels he needs to kill it comes from?
That's
where it's almost like he's taking responsibility for the monster he created.
That's where I think that drive comes from. Well, because he literally has a thing where he talks about the idea of Dr. Frankenstein and Frankenstein.
That was
right?
such a great piece of dialogue. I loved that.
Yeah, it's a really great moment where he talks about the idea that nobody remembers. Everyone
the
calls
doctor. Right?
Exactly.
They think he's Frankenstein and the identities.
It's that classic joke where everyone's like, actually, Frankenstein was the doctor.
Yeah. Exactly.
But he's saying it for an actual. He's saying it for an emotional purpose. Is he's saying like, look, everyone's seeing me as the demon baby who's not a part of me, and he doesn't see as part of him. And the movie is kind of him accepting it as part of him, which he eventually does do. And then it also addresses the idea of postpartum depression for both parents, for him and the mom.
Yeah, especially the mom. Like the mom is just going through such an emotional torment throughout the film, and because she's obviously got an attachment to it right away. She just views it as her baby, even though it is killing people. She just that's her baby. It's like it's like Rosemary's Baby. It may be a demon baby, but that's my baby.
Right? Yeah. No. I think it's based off a similar idea of Rosemary's Baby, where like there's that really perverse ending to Rosemary's Baby, where she has to go and she
kind of accepts.
She sees a demon child, and she knows that it's born from literal Satan rape.
Yeah.
And still, that maternal instinct to want to
takes over.
take care of it it exists. And then